Okay, so I just recently got, just barely, something I ordered a bit ago. It came in this box, and I've already unboxed it. Um, do Pixel 7 Pro. It's got the cool cameras. It's debatable whether this is going to replace the current phone I use as a camera or not, but we shall see. I think these cameras on here are slightly better than Samsung's A52. Come on, buddy. Refocus. Anyway, so it's a refurb. I just pulled it out. I haven't even turned it on. So if I pop it on, I will plug it in using the PinePhone cord. Well, actually, no. I want to stick it in its protective boxy thing for now, because I've picked up a nice little protective cover for it that I've had for like the last couple of days, because this hasn't come as of yet. Are you kidding me? You're low on charge already? Let us pull off. Come on. I'm going to put a screen protector on here anyway. Another one. Different, well, a differentish one, somewhat, something like that. But I want to stick it in here right now for this case at the moment. Okay, so let's plug her in. And it is, okay. Yep, textured and then plus and down. Let's see where our charge is at, and then turn on, buddy. Come on. Said it was verified working, so we shall see. Come on. Come on. Give me a second. This is why it's, it was there for a second. 0%. Come on. See? Look. Nothing. We shall see if this is dead on arrival. Because, let me see if I can find that slippity-doo that they sent to redo. That would suck if, because they've been pretty reliable so far. The sellers, because I specifically went for a specific seller for this. Let me It says it's at 0. That's not good, if it truly is. Where's the little checker thinger, quality checker thinger? Okay, bubble wrap, it came in C. Eraser successful, fully functional, green dot thing. Version 14, good, Yeah, see? Literally, like, I don't know what's up. Ha, we do get charge. It does charge, see? It turns on. Okay, so it does turn on. That's important. So, let me see. I think I should be able to put it on a faster charger. I do have a 65-watt charger hanging around somewhere. I don't care about this. Charge your battery to complete setup. Heh. Skip. Skip. Skip, 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 skip. 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 settings. So, as you might be able to tell, I skipped a lot of things because I could care less about it. Because where we're going, we don't need Google accounts. System, right? Yeah, developer options, OEM unlocking, enable. Okay, so literally this is the easy part. So I'm installing Calyx on this because it's been what I've been using for the last little bit. And then the phone that I've been temporarily using is probably going to be used for other stuff. Because the other one that I've gotten that had before is kind of a bit of a bloaty boy. If we can get it to focus on the side here, you should be able to see a visible lift underneath the screen where you could put a pry bar or something in there to lift up the screen and just take it off. So this phone has basically sat around and done a lot of nothing for the last couple of days until I needed to disconnect my Pine Time from it, from Gadget Bridge, and then reconnect it over here. But then all that's going to get connected right here. So, yeah. And I'm going to take a second, let it charge up a bit before I go on with, doing that part of the operation. Okay, now I've got to sync up the experience. So, hopefully that's loud enough to catch. But anyway, you know, I guess just in case. Anyway, we are going to go and start off on the next phase of everything. So we've got our lovely terminal pulled up here. And so now, like I said, we're going to put Calyx on this thing. So if I open it back up again, you can see that I've currently got, 29% battery. It's the same, same configuration, well, kind of halfway. I changed the button layout for the moment, and it's on the same wallpaper and everything that we've got. So we can switch over to here and do this and mess around with stuff. More wallpapers, living universe. That rock looks rather phallic, but anyway. Oh, feathers. No. So what we're going to do is we're going to be on the desktop here, and we've pulled up calyx.org, which is where we are going to find our ROM for it, or our install procedure rather. So the home page, you've got a fair number of models that you can install this on, be it the Fairphone, the Pixel, some Motorola's, and then the extended support ones. So right now the Pixel 5 is an extended support. So like this puppy right here. So we are going into the normal support, which is this Pixel 7 Pro. And that should give us a pretty good range of support. So installing it should be really easy. We can click get Calyx right there, or we can click Pixel 7 Pro right here on the front page. And we are installing from Linux, and it'll be a pretty similar procedure. So we prepare Android device. We've already done this part. We've gone to do USB debugging, OEM unlock, and then preparing our host. We've already got all these installed for Arch. And look, they've even got Arch Linux directions right here for Android UDEV. And then it'll set everything up right here like you would with everything else. So yeah, OpenSUSE even has Android UDEV rules, and that's about it that you need to install. It'll install the rest pretty easy. CalyxOS, adding your configuration in there. they've got, you can tell who their main audience is. Fedora, Arch, and CalyxOS, along with OpenSUSE. So they cover pretty much everyone. You've got the device flasher. Now, I'm going to tell you a secret. I've already downloaded this because I already did a previous install on another Pixel 7 Pro. So this is a second go-round for me. It's just, okay, we're going to cover like this real quick and do this just for fun, you know. So we've got the verification for SHA sums, and then you can diff that sucker if you really want to against this sucker. And then we get to the running CalyxOS. So really, we're at a pretty simple stage. We go to wherever we happened to download it to, and then we go our ./deviceflasher.linux. So this is going to run everything for us. It is by far the simplest install, like much simpler than Graphene OS to get up and running. You don't really have to babysit it, so you're not sitting there waiting on it. But it looks like it, I don't know which version it has, but it might be an older one, so it might have detected the already downloaded version of Calyx that was there. So it's going to extract everything, because I think I deleted the directory for it. So we're going to have to restart OBS because it ran into a memory leak. And we are going to re-download the platform tools while we get OBS back up. And so now we can make sure that we're all synced up again. Maybe, you know, another one for good measure. And then we are going to hit enter, because we should have already enabled that. Oh. Did I not enable USB debugging? I don't think I did. It's going to scream at us for a second, but we're going to go to System, Developer Options. We've got OEM unlocking on and USB debugging, which we neglected to do. And we don't have the phone plugged into the right thing anyway, as it is. So in the process of forgetting to do it, I plugged the phone into a fast charger so that it would charge a little bit quicker, and then I neglected to plug it in correctly. So I want to allow this to do USB debugging, and then we're going to go and restart, do the thing again, and hopefully OBS doesn't crash on us, which it didn't. Then we hit enter. We see that our Cheetah has been picked out from the list of available ADB devices, and then it's going to promptly reboot for us because the script has been set up for us to automatically do everything. So we follow the directions like it says here to volume down to the unlock bootloader, and then do that. And then we start, let's see, we're in fast boot mode, so it should soon detect it, and I believe maybe. Yep, there we go. So it flashes it from fast boot mode. And then it waits to reboot so that it can do its thing again and again and again. Sends one thing, reboots. It's a pretty simple process. Does it all like scripted, so you don't have to think about it, because with the CalyxOS install, as I was going through the directions to double check it, which is what I plan on doing with this one, once I get it everything transferred over again for the second time in the last month or two. Well, no, it would be the third time that I've been transferring files in the last month, I think, or last 2 months between phones. You have to basically manually do the whole install process and flashing process on your own, it looks like, based on the CalyxOS directions. I didn't see a install script like Calyx has. So that's going to be interesting with this one. And so this one's battery should last a bit longer, and I may mess around with, putting the SIM card in here since I've got that available as well. And then I'll end up replacing the screen protector on this one too later on, after I get screen protector on here. So it's a little bit shattery. We're almost there. Almost there. See, the phone just sits there and looks like it's doing nothing. And while it does all this work in the background, and you don't have to think about it. And it's pretty cool because I believe it does, automatically detect what phone you're using and download the OS for it right from the script. So you only download that. It verifies the package, the zip, the archive for it that you download, and then does this whole process for you without thinking about it really. So, there we go. Android Fastboot Calyx 5.2.0. So I will end up putting this up to beta Calyx. So there's going to be that. But the cool thing about Calyx is that, in a lot of ways, it extends the life of your device. Because normally, something like this, you'd probably have already tossed it by now, or the updates wouldn't be supported on it anymore, but Calyx has the extended support updates for it. And I'd have to double check on the standard Android to see if they do that, but I don't think they quite do that. So it's really cool that you can have like your device for longer because of alternate firmware versus most phones, you're basically replacing it on a semi-yearly basis. So we lock the bootloader again, as noted, and then we should be able to get in eventually to do some not so sketchy things. It's going to detect, let's see, yep. So yeah, now it's rebooting. And then, when we come back up, it should be all happy with us. Okay. So we, of course, get the standard Google boot screen. My mom did worry about that a little bit when I installed Calyx on there, but it seems to be a BIOS thing that they've got set in there. It's kind of like the Game Boys, how they've got their Game Boy BIOS boot thing that comes up. So, yeah, but you can see that Calyx is set up here going. And then once we get into it, we should be able to be very Gucci with it all. Okay. So one thing I do wonder is, how are we on battery? I wonder. We turn on the Wi-Fi. We get our networks. We get our home network, and we take it away because we're not going to show people our Wi-Fi password. So we get that going, and of course it starts out in light mode for some dumb reason, and I bet, yeah, I typed it in wrong. The nice thing about it is I know the mistake that I commonly make with the password, so it's not that bad. So SIM card missing, that's going to be okay. We'll move that over later. We're going to not pick Midway because we don't feel like being a Japanese cuck or whatever, you know. And then click next. We're going to do a thing here. Oh no, what's it going to be? So now we can add the fun part. And so the, wait, no, go back. I want to, yes, I want to add that. So fingerprint setup is pretty simple. You can delete your fingerprint images and whatever, turn off fingerprint, unlock it at any time. And I agree, because what are you going to do? And it's got the inlaid one, which I've used before. So it's pretty cool. Actually, let me start that over. So follow the directions. Let's see, left edge, right edge. So we're going to stick with that for now. So we're going to keep, so Google services, it uses micro G for that. So yeah, micro G, push notification support, it uses Mozilla's stuff. And then it asks you about default applications to install from the get-go. So we've got a few VPN options. I'm going to remove that because I use something else, but everything else I'm pretty okay with. So we just go from there. And then it goes and quickly installs all of these. So you get the standard startup procedure like a normal Android. But yeah, so it does all this. We can hit next and just continue on. And then it drops. So next we want to restore backups. So we can go and do that like so. I do have an SD card otherwise that I can work with it on, but yeah. So I'm going to check. I think it may have only been in the beta to where it allows you to back up to another phone or do phone transfer as a backup method or fake phone transfer, one of the two. I didn't look too much in detail at it, but yeah. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the restore, but it'll transfer all the apps over and whatnot. But yeah, I think that we're about good there. And I will, yeah, continue on setting up, but that's pretty much CalyxOS. It's like one of the easier install setups for your Android device of like the privacy oriented ones. Other than maybe some of the ones that are more family oriented, this is your better one per se. So I will see you guys later. If you enjoyed the video, then like, comment, subscribe, feed the algorithm, boost the video up, share this video with your friends. If you found it informative or you just want to chat, I've got plenty of places in the description, Discord, Guilded, and what have you. Check those out, and I will see you guys in the next one.